All right, we are here with Katie Fitzgerald. She's an unbelievable social media mind. I would actually follow her on Twitter. She's working for one of the most innovative companies in Canada, around the world, with Jobber. And I wanted to ask, basically I wanted to steal some ideas when it comes to social media from her, because she is one of the experts. And quick story, she did work for me one summer, and I just realized that she was way smarter than me. So I'm so proud of her, and like she's been gone off and done some amazing things. So Katie, thank you for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
You were moderating this keynote. How did you feel, by the way?
It's a lot of fun. I feel like it's so interesting being in this stage setting with no people in the audience.
Yes.
Too. But I found that there was still a lot of like energy in the audience. I don't know, like people in the
chat. In the audience, but just on the stage.
In the chat. Right. Yeah, like people, you could tell they were just like very excited. It's just interesting. I didn't think you could feel that with a virtual event. Yeah. So it was cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. I want to ask you quickly about social because, again, you're the social expert. Every freaking company has now seen the power of social. Like it's no longer a joke. Mm-hmm. Like it's no longer something that they are like, yeah, maybe we should like have a Twitter account. But now it's become so key to content just content creation, not only from a native, just customer acquisition standpoint, branding, everything. What do you think your best advice is for an organization that trying to navigate the social media space? Like how do they tackle it?
Yeah, I feel like there's so many layers to that. At some point I was, helping and teaching small businesses on this topic, and I think it's still the same for large organizations as well. I feel like just tackling social media, I think it takes, obviously knowing your audience, but finding them on each platform. I feel like that's kind of your first step, is figuring out, okay, like on Instagram, where is my audience and how do I find them? Because, you kind of have to have these strategies where I'm going to have this hashtag and that's how they're going to see me. Yeah. I'm going to follow this account. I'm going to partner with this influencer because they have my audience I want.
Yeah.
And for Jobber, it's been interesting because Instagram, where our audience is a lot different than Twitter. We partner with different influencers on Instagram, and we didn't think we had to partner with influencers on Twitter, and it has become a thing that we've had to do. So it's just interesting figuring out how those audiences are changing and where they land in that platform.
The idea of influencer marketing, that's the other piece of social media that is becoming a lot more important. And we're moving into this sort of era of the creator economy. And can you talk a little bit about like how that has helped Jobber, and also like how you're kind of like leaning into it? Because I'm following you on Twitter, and like you have some beautiful hot takes.
Yeah, I think the influencer side of things is so amazing, and I think I'm such a fan of the micro influencers. I think those are definitely the future of, having, influencers partnering with brands. I think it's a lot more authentic. But yeah, with Jobber, we really want to make it authentic with our influencers. We want to make it an experience for them as well. Jobber is a software for small home services, so we, want them actually using Jobber and knowing that it actually does help their business. You have brands like Fit Teas that they send it to influencers and they never actually used it. And so our biggest strategy is we just want to be honest, and we want people that actually use our product too. Yeah. Is I think a really important part of it all.
What about you? Because you're leaning into it. Mm-hmm. You're leaning into the Twitter game, a little bit.
Yeah.
How have you found that in terms of just like marketing insights, marketing content, and you being like a creator?
Yeah, I think it's so interesting. I think I've never experienced before diving into Twitter is the speed of content that you have to create. And, there's trends and there's things that go viral that you should or you have to jump on other platforms. But with Twitter, it has to be so instant. And I think leaning into that conversation piece too. And that's kind of how you can tap into those influencers on Twitter, is just really getting them a part of that conversation with you.
Well, I'm excited to follow you more on Twitter and other places, because I think you have some really great insights when it comes to social, and you're literally on the ground floor at one of the best companies doing it. So like, where can people follow you?
Follow me on Twitter. I think that would be the best one, or connect with me on LinkedIn. I don't know.
Or IG.
You
got a little,
yeah.
It's starting.
It's coming along.
It's coming along. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Awesome.